Hello and welcome to Kedrick Farms. We're back with another episode of the Minnesota Millennial Farmer map by Mapper's Paradise. And we're going to start out today with a few updates. First off, the John Deere 4940 sprayer. A lot of people have been telling me that the tires are destroying their crops and they're looking for a fix for that. And up until today, I've been a little bit confused by that because my 4940 is working fine. It's not destroying crops. In fact, I just wrapped up our little bit of herbicide spraying that I missed prior. And I have come to realize that when Perma's modding helped me with getting the section control back on the mod after it was removed, he also fixed the tire issue, and I just missed that in the updates that were made to this. And so he did help me out and get the tires fixed. He also implemented the light fixes and things that custom modding had done to this. And so, big shout out to Perma's Modding for always kind of helping me tweak some of the mods and keep things running here on the farm. And so if you are having issue with your tires destroying crops on the 4940, it's a really straightforward edit to the mod. There's a property called, I believe it's isCare Tire is the name of the property in the XML file. And so if you go into the wheel configuration, you can update that to fix your wheels so that they don't destroy crops. If you're having problems with that, I mean, it's a pretty common thing. You should be able to Google that. But if you are having problems or you need some help with it, feel free to jump on the Discord channel. And we have a mod support channel on the Discord server, and in there definitely a great place to get some help with doing some simple mod edits and things like that. The other change that I spent probably 6+ hours working on is making it so that the batwing mower here that just came out can flex. That was, oh, there's a bug, look at that. See, this is what happens when you mod and don't test and show it off on camera live. So ignore the chains that are sticking up and down right now. That's something that I messed up in the mod here. But if we go out here in the ditch, I should be able to demonstrate that this batwing mower, the wings now move up and down as I drive around. Let me find a ditch with some meaningful amount of terrain. No? There we go. If you look really closely, you can see that the wings are moving up and down with the terrain on the left and right sides. And so that was a little bit of a hassle, and so I gotta finish cleaning this mod up a little bit with my edits and the things that I've since broken on it, doing all of my changes. But once I get this cleaned up, I'll probably do a tutorial video on how to make your equipment flex with the ground, because I know that was a highly sought after mod request. In fact, maybe to demo this a little bit better, what we'll do is we'll drive over to the creek here and see if I can get this tractor and mower stuck in the creek. Maybe not the best idea, but it'll definitely demo the mower wings working here. So as you can see, my mower now flexes with the ground. It's amazing. I love it. This was a great mod by Black Sheep Modding that was recently released on the Mod Hub. And so not trying to knock them. I really appreciate this mod. Was super excited for it. I just wanted to be able to flex the mower while driving, and now we're getting just crazy. We're gonna get stuck. It took quite a while to figure out how to do this, so I learned a lot, and we're gonna fold this back up because I'm tired of looking at my floating chains there. But that's part of what I love about Farm Sim. I'm always learning something new, and so yeah, I spent maybe 6+ hours learning about how moving tools and moving parts and things like that work from a modding perspective. And so we're gonna keep working on this off camera until I get it polished up, and then once I have all the bugs and kinks worked out, I'll definitely put a video out showing people how to do stuff like that, because the whole point of my experiments and learning about things is hopefully to share them with the community and help everyone else out a little bit. Final update that I have is around the testing of the new version of the map. I've spent probably 12 to 15 hours testing that at this point. Really tried to test a lot of the edge cases and scenarios that people have posted in the comments of my videos, and I think everything's looking really good. The only what I would call major issue that's outstanding right now is around contracts and borrowing the equipment that would normally spawn up at the store. Because the store is located off of the map, there's some issues with that. There's a couple of different workarounds that you can do. Essentially, once the equipment spawns, you can just reset it and it'll appear at the store. Not ideal, but that is a really quick and easy workaround. And then, the other thing you could do is use a mod like store delivery and set your spawn point somewhere inside the map bounds before you start the contract. And then the equipment will spawn there, and you'll be good to go. So I'm not sure that that's necessarily the recommended permanent solution, but I know it's something that Mapper's Paradise team has acknowledged, and it's it's a known issue. I don't have anything else to say. I don't know if there is going to be a way to fix that or not, but it is probably the only thing that I would say is something that people would be concerned about. Everything else seems to be looking good. I'm super excited to see the map come back out. I'm going to do a little bit more testing. I've been working with the Mapper's Paradise team every day, reporting some issues. Everything I've reported has gotten resolved very quickly. So with that is the last of all of my little updates. I guess the last, maybe the last thing I'll say is a huge thank you to everyone in the community. The channel has been growing really rapidly the last several days. I'm sure getting a little bit of attention from both Mapper's Paradise and a shout out from DJ Goham and his recent live stream definitely helped. And so we're excited to be here and to keep growing and polishing some things up on the channel here. So with that, we're going to keep moving forward here and see what we can do to get harvest kicked off today. We've got to advance time a little bit. I don't think we've got a whole lot left going on here. It's midsummer, and we have done just about everything that we need to do. And so I'm just going ahead and pulling out the appropriate vehicles here for a first round of harvest. We did swap out on the grain cart to the 8RT that we've got here. We've got an 8370 RT on the grain cart. And so hopefully this is gonna have no trouble pulling this thing around. And so we're just going to get this stuff lined up. I don't even know which field we're gonna be hitting first. One of our soybean fields should be ready here shortly though. And so I just want to get everything all lined up and ready to go. So I believe we have done that. So let's go back up to the house here and hibernate till fall, because that makes sense. We're farmers. We don't got a lot to do in the summer here while we're waiting. We got everything ready to go. So we advanced into late summer here. The beans look like they're ready to go, but not quite. We're only at 67% growth state, so we're almost there. One of the questions that's outstanding is whether or not these improved textures are going to make it to the console version of the map. I do not know yet, but I do have that out to Mapper's Paradise, hoping to get an answer to that here in the next day or so as well. So we're gonna keep running the clock here and check back in when our fields are ready for harvest. So after many days, we are finally at a state where we're ready to kick off harvest. Our crops are at 100%. If we look at the map, of course, everything has come up ready all at the same time. However, we're going to start with soybeans because that is how it usually works in real life. The soybeans are going to be ready a little bit ahead of the corn. I think we probably just planted everything. I thought we spread our planting out over a few days in season, so I'm kind of surprised that at least some of our cornfields aren't backed up a bit, but that's okay. If I look at this map here to remember where we're at, I think what we're going to do, because it is the first day of harvest here, is we're going to go ahead and grab this combine and we're going to hit this little field ourselves just to start things off here. And after we get this one done, we'll probably jump over to that new field and check that out. But the small one by the farm here is always a good spot to start us off here. So let's maybe jump in cab. Ooh, my field of view has been adjusted for exterior view. This is very, very different. But I don't know that I've ever actually gone in cab in one of these STS combines from Sid Modding. As always, the attention to detail is just phenomenal in his mods. I really enjoy all the mods that he's been putting out, and just looking at the interior of this combine is amazing. What I need is a mod that adjusts my field of view when I'm in cab and then automatically puts it back when I'm out for the external view. But this is pretty awesome. It's actually not too bad. I guess it's kind of realistic. I'm sitting, my head is where I'm sitting, or would expect it to be, maybe a little far forward. What I probably need to do is get that IR tracking deal where I can set that up to follow my head to do some more in-cab stuff at some point. But no, this is cool. This is awesome. The mirrors work really well on this mod too. It always irks me when there's mirrors on a mod and they're not adjusted to a point where you'd actually want to look. Where these are pretty much exactly where I would expect the mirrors to be. Loving it. First harvest of the year. Now, the question is, can I remember the buttons to set up GPS from in-cab here? Something like that. Yeah. Where did we go? We're leaving a strip. There we go. I think that's better. We're gonna jump out of cab for a second. We missed some beans. Oh my goodness. Okay. We'll go back and get those later. So we're yielding ridiculously well. 101 bushels acre on soybeans. Yeah. I'm not thinking too many farmers are getting that kind of yield. We got to slow time down too. We're blowing through. I forget we're playing on seasons. There's not that many days in the seasons, and I left the clock all wound up. We're already halfway through. So we're gonna go ahead and finish off this bit here. Take the headland. I've got a GPS track set up, so I should be able to use that for my up and down rounds. But what we'll probably do is take this headland off and then set the worker off while I run them up and get the grain cart and, you know, maybe the truck pulled up along the edge of the field here. Go ahead and turn the UI off there, I guess. I'm not even looking at it. Get the clutter out of the way. Screenshot. All right. So we've taken a headland off here. What do I want to do? How full is my tank? Oh, we're getting full. All right. I think what I'll do is I'll take a little bit of this corner out here and then head back down by the road and then fire the worker off down the field. That's the goal. Give us a little bit of room to work here without getting everything on the driveway. It's kind of hard to see the beans over there with the pillar in the way. Okay, I gotta go out of cab. We're missing all the beans. All right. I'm liking it. We might try to do some more in cab driving. That wasn't so bad. With the smaller header, it's a little bit easier to see. So we might give this a try. Oops, wrong buttons. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and fire this worker off here. Is he going straight? Looks like it. With multi-terrain angle, you always got to be kind of careful with your workers because they'll go off at a couple of degree angle and you'll never catch them or you won't notice until they're way off the other way. We'll run up to the tractor here and get this combine unloaded real quick, and then we'll worry about getting the semi down here on the edge of the field since this auger wagon grain cart. I've been playing Farm Sim too much. I'm calling it an auger wagon. It's a grain cart, dang it. We're gonna get this grain cart down here, unload. Hopefully he's gonna have enough space to turn around. And then that way the worker can keep going while I dink around with getting this truck over here. So that is the plan. We missed so many little spots of beans. So painful. You can do it, Mr. Combine. Keep going. You just have to make it another 10 feet. He's pretty full. If I remember right with the way that this mod is set up, I don't think it's going to go too far over level with the top of this grain extension. So we definitely want to be ready to catch him as soon as he gets going here. Down. Oh, and let's see if I can set a appropriate cruise. I'm gonna need, there we go. We need a UI. I don't know how fast I'm going. 6 miles an hour sounds about right. Let's not spill all the beans out onto the ground. That'd be epic. There we go. And we are kicking off the harvest. I love harvest. We gotta get another obligatory screenshot because I love this grain cart. And yeah, this is exciting. I always love harvest. It's my favorite part of farming. It's my favorite part of Farm Sim. It's one of the reasons that I don't always like to play on seasons is because you have to spend so much time doing non-harvesty things. which is realistic, but sometimes I think it would be fun to play on the normal setting and have, like, you know, a bit of harvest going on at any given time, you know, and be able to mix in all the other jobs and do all the farming all the time. So we may consider doing a slightly less realistic series on some of the off days. But I don't know. I've kind of enjoyed running seasons on all of my series too, so I keep going back and forth. For now, we're gonna keep doing this. I think that my plan is actually, after this harvest is over, we're going to do yet another map update, because going to the new version of the map will require a reset again. And so I find winter is the best time to do the resets, because you lose all of your farm setups and different things. And so that's what we're going to do, reset over the winter. And I think at that point we're going to majorly expand the farm. So we may buy, you know, I don't know, 3, 4, 5, 6 new fields just to try them out. We've been farming on the same few fields for a little while now, and so it'll be good to see different areas of the map. Just looking at the map here real quick, I'm thinking we'll definitely get field 14. That'll be a great, you know, super big field for setting off some course play. And then maybe we'll buy up, you know, 5, 6, 8 down here as well, and just finish off this 2/3 of the map here. Because that will give us some new fields to farm. The terrain down there in that side of the map is pretty cool. I've been doing a lot of testing on that part of the map, actually, because that's where there were water issues previously. And so I think that that would be a lot of fun. With that, I think we're going to cut into a little bit of a time lapse and do some harvesting and wrap up this field here. And then we'll check back in when we need to figure out where we're going next.
Who am I to say what you should want and what you should need? Who am I to say for what your heart should bleed? No, no. I can only tell you about me, so listen now. The night falls down, a new day breaks. The world goes round in its tracks again. While I wait for a bigger shake, I want a heart quake, my friend. Who am I to judge how you roll and with whom you lay? Who am I to say to which God to pray? And if the jury's still out, then you're a lot like me. The night falls down, a new day breaks. The world goes round in its tracks again. While I'm waiting for a bigger shake, I want a heart quake, my friend. Heart quake. That's right. I want a heart quake.
Alright, this is probably a good spot for us to get out and stop watching this guy do all the work and do some work ourselves. So we're going to go ahead and get the grain cart here and run that down to the other end here and unload him real quick. And then we will get the other combine out and probably set him up on this new field across the road here with a course play course and start to get the grain cart and semi and all those courses all set up so that we can run that field off here real quick in a little bit more of an automated fashion. And we might ride around with that worker for the first pass too, just to make sure that we get the field opened up without any issues. Our soybeans are yielding super well, which is good for us. Maybe not the most realistic, but I'll take what I can get. I think part of that comes from the fact that we're on new farmer mode, so that we've got all of the buildings and stuff on the farm site. So I think that comes with the easy economic difficulty by default. And that is something that maybe we should have tweaked a little bit, come to think of it. So I'm just now having this realization, so I want to go check. No, economic difficulty is set to normal, so I don't know. We're just doing really good, I guess. No complaints. So we're just gonna keep doing what we're doing. Get this harvest in, and I can't wait to get over to the new version of the map. However, with that said, I've just realized that we are well beyond time for this episode. And so we're going to wrap this up here and check back in next episode to kick off harvesting on our new fields. That's all for today. Ketter.